Hello and welcome to Excel Fundamentals. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate some examples of using the if function. In the previous video, I gave a basic definition of what the if function is and a basic example to understand the if function at its core, the underlying logic beneath the if function. So just to refresh your memory, an if function is when you tell Excel, if something is true, then show me this. If it's not true, then show me that. In other words, the if function gives you an either or. Give me this or that. So in this example, I have a list of students, their GPAs, and whether they qualify for an AP class. So the qualifier we're going to say is a 3.5 GPA, and here are the students, and then these are their GPAs. Now in this example, you can eyeball it and see who does and does not qualify, but imagine a much longer list of students. In that case, an if function would really come in handy. So let's start out with our if formula. Start out with an equal sign, if, and you can hit tab. And our logical test is if this student's GPA is equal to or greater than the qualifier, then yes, they get into our AP class. Otherwise, if it's false, then no, they do not get into the AP class. So if this is greater than or equal to, and in Excel, greater than or less than always comes before the equal sign. So if this GPA is greater than or equal to the qualifier, and in this case, because I'm going to copy this formula down, I don't want to change the qualifier, so I'm actually going to put dollar signs in front of the letters so this stays locked. So this will not move. You can also hit F4, sorry, you can hit F4 to lock it, but in this case, I just put the dollar signs. If it's true, then I want to see the word yes. Yes, they qualify. And whenever you put a word, again, like I mentioned in the last video, you're going to put it in quotes. If they don't qualify, then no. I want to see the word no. And there you go. Now you can copy this down by dragging in this bottom right corner. And there you have it. So imagine if these decimal points were rounded. This would show 3.5, and the qualifier we know is 3.5, but it shows no. So Excel does that thinking for you. There you go. Now what if the GPA qualifier was a 3.75? Well, now Fred Baker wouldn't qualify either. And what if the GPA qualifier was a 3.95? Then no one would qualify. And if it was a 3.0, then everyone would qualify. So that's example 1. Now, example 2 is a credit score example. I have a few applicants for a credit score. These are their names, and these are their credit scores. And they wanted to see if they qualify for a loan. So the threshold to qualify in this example is 685. Now, similar to our last example, we're going to put in a formula, and it's going to be an if function formula. So you hit your equal sign, if Katie Berry's credit score of 620 is greater than or equal to our threshold, then she qualifies. If not, then no qualify. And there you go. So Katie does not qualify. Now I'm going to come back in actually and lock this cell, so when I drag it across, it remains. Brittany qualifies because Brittany has over a 685, and Lady Rara does not qualify because she has less than a 685. So if we changed our qualifier and said, okay, it's actually a 640, now we have another qualifier, and if the qualifier was 620, then everyone qualifies. If it's a 621, Katie does not qualify. If it's a 691, no one qualifies. And there you go. And example number 3, we have a bank and some customers, and we're offering a special rate at our bank. To get the special interest rate, you need to have a minimum balance of $30,000 in your checking account. So here are the account balances for these customers, and we're going to test to see who qualifies. So again, equal sign if. hit tab, and our test is if the account balance for this customer is greater than or equal to $30,000, then they get the special. If it's not greater than or equal to $30,000, then no special for you. And there you go. And again, I'm going to come back in and actually lock this number so we can copy it down. Copy it down, and there you go. Imagine now if I hid my decimal points. You would think Michael qualifies because he meets the $30,000 minimum. But you see, when you show the decimal points, he doesn't. He's 1 cent shy of getting that special rate. So if we change the balance minimum to, let's say, you need 25,000 to qualify, we'd get another qualifier. If you needed 20,000, we get one more. If it's only 15,000, there you go. If it's 45,000, then no one qualifies. And there you have it. These are 3 quick, easy examples to demonstrate how to use the if function in Excel. So thanks for watching.